It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and we'll see Deontay Johnson. Now over 1,000 receiving yards on the season. It's the Steelers and the Browns, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Browns in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by Marcus Mariota, former second overall pick back in 2015, now in his 8th season in the league.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And Mariota going to put it up right away. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 2nd and 5. Throwing, Mariota. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He completes it to Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To the air again, Mariota. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyson Alualu gets in there and drops it. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. The Browns at 11-5 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Try to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
7 yards there and a first down. The opening drive march they're on right now.
Looks a lot like what we saw in the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mariota now. Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. So here are the Steelers backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by the rookie who played his college ball for the Pitt Panthers, so that's Kenny Pickett.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Returnable for Grant. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Play fake. Mariota. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Right back to Njoku. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Mariota. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Mariota. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. so with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. It's brought in by Harris. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here comes Grant on the return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Cleveland offense making their way out. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They run again on 1st down. Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run it again with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Chubb on the counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Mariota. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. York able to send this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. From the 29, Pickett. And that'll be taken in downfield by Green. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Pickett now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Harris running straight ahead, and they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Pickett. Complete. It's Johnson. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Mariota. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So it's all down to this, Week 18 on the NFL schedule. And that means that once we sort things out, we'll all be set for our second ever Super Wild Card weekend, which I think everyone agrees was a runaway success last year. We got 2 games coming up on Saturday, 3 more on Sunday, and then we'll put a bow on it Monday night. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
But we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere, but the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mariota. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On the give, this is Harris. They find some open field here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there on a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air on first down with Pickett. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Pickett. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 27, Mariota. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. He'll buy some time right. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. A call in luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Mariota. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A give running right is Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. He threw touchdown pass number 30 on the year last time he had the ball. And we'll look to build on things here, 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 26.
Harris will start the drive out.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Pickett right back to the air again. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go option to the short side.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Well, he's certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now Chubb running right. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mariota. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Mariota. Quick slant complete to OBJ. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku from 6 yards away. And the Browns are once again back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. On the ground, it's Harris. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here's Aaron Sifos out now to punt on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll throw again. Mariota. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. Chris Godwin, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Stephon Diggs, a touchdown reception. On to a look at the next-gen stats for the Browns in that first half. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. And meanwhile, for the Steelers, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Throwing on second down. Pickett.
His throw incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Here's Pickett.
He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 103 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And again, it's Chubb. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. A give, this is Chubb. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. A nice little juke. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Chubb again. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Looking to throw. Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Harris running straight ahead. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett. And the catch made by Johnson. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he will have a Steelers first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down. That usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Pickett back to throw. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They hand this off to Harris. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen, it's complete. No gain on the screen there, it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Draw play, and it's Snell. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. And he'll just get rid of it.
Dime defense blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Boswell's kick is good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. And the numbers for him, pretty solid, really. He's run it well. He's caught it pretty well, but they're still far behind the 8 ball on the scoreboard.
Not able to use his talents, as you noted, to narrow the gap in the scoreboard. Sometimes it's a bend but don't break, right? He gets his yardage, that's cool, but it's not paying off on the scoreboard. They're not getting the points necessary. And if you're a defensive team, you'll give up that yardage for the kind of lead they have.
That's what I was going to ask you. Sometimes you say, let this guy do his thing. Let's control what we can control elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Take away the rest of the guys. Don't let them hurt you as well. But the biggest one is they've contained him well enough that they've been able to increase their lead.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive.
Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player having that type of a day, because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. But bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns. But all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They run it again with Chubb.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
That good for 19 and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
And Mariota going to run on the option. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Handoff comes to Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Mariota. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
10 yards on the pickup.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Chubb will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Mariota. to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. Hunt. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
This a chip shot, a 20-yarder.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. Setting up the screen, Harris.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Pickett. Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Steelers.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. That swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Complete to Najee Harris. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
Got his man complete over the middle. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Up the middle, it's Chubb.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb.
And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 41.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
The York on now for the extra point.
And that stretches the lead to 27. So that drive, 4 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Claypool with another catch.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Pickett right back to the air again. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw there hauled in by Claypool.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. On 2nd down, this is Harris.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And he wisely will throw that one away. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
On the give, this is Harris.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
And Green with a catch left side. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Zach Gentry, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, and I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down.
Pickett, and they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they'd converted their first 2 fourth-down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And some room to work. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Mariota to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Grant.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll run with Chubb. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Browns,
they finish off the regular season at 12 up and 5 down.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh,
the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10 and 7.
And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture.